My heartfelt condolence to the family of Dr. Viwari and the siblings, all the loved ones she left behind, the Medical Association of Nigeria, all medical students, and the medical team. It's unfortunate that this has to happen again. The lady that wrote the article, Anyhowness of Nigeria, she aptly detailed it in every accuracy of what is happening all around us. Nigeria, how long shall we consume our future? To our leaders and those in authority, do you think you would escape all this blood guiltiness? If we cannot catch you, God would demand of you, would require of you, of the blood of innocent Nigerians. Why? How? Where? I can't imagine. I don't know that young lady. I don't know the parents. But I was taken aback. I could not eat. I could not sleep. That day it happened. To leave my imagination, the agony, the distress that young girl would have gone through in the bid to serve our nation. Those that were involved in the negligence of the collapse of that lift. If you escape, your children will not escape. There is God, according to our former First Lady, the God of heaven, the covenant-keeping God. He is still alive and He is watching. Please, let us stop consuming our children. And these young people, when they want to leave, the only breakthrough idea that can come out of our lawmakers is, let's keep them bound. Let us suffocate them. Let us make sure that we bond them so that they can't go. And you are living life of luxury. One of you just one common entrance. Please, you people, let the poor breathe. The poor that are not breathing, one day can be one day. They will rise against you. Please, let's do it right. And God will help all of us. Nigeria can be great again. Hi, welcome once again to my channel, Relationship Matters with Modukweke. Today was supposed to be the conclusion of the mind magic, but it cannot be because I had a good and very interesting hangout with some of my Gen Zs. Yes, their question is a recurring question. I met a handful of young, innocent, beautiful ladies. About 6 of them, just 19 years old, and graduating students of different private universities. And then some others that are a bit older, but they were all in the range of 19 to 24. Young, lovely, upcoming girls. A handful has never been in a relationship, while some others said they were tired of pouring time, energy, money, and love into relationships that starts on a great note and always end in heartache. Some of them told me sincerely that they have never dated and they are looking forward to dating. One said, I have worked hard, now I want to love hard. The other one said, I've been in a relationship, I'm tired. I put everything in, emotion, energy, love, money, and it always ends in heartache, and they were wondering, what can they do? How will they prepare themselves so that they will get it right in their relationship? So today, I just want to dwell on one thing, and I think that one thing is the most important foundation for every relationship. As a consultant of the model of the human behavior, I advocate self-discovery. I believe that self-discovery is the foundation of who you will become in life, is the foundation of all personal development, and the foundation, the key that unlocks many doors for you in life. You cannot wrap your self-esteem in the hands of another person. The first and the most important thing for you to know and be before going into any relationship is to have self-worth. Discover yourself. Know who you are. Have a life of your own, because no one else can complete you if you are not whole in yourself. Knowing yourself is about having a solid sense of self-worth, valuing who you have, and also valuing your feelings. It is true that in marriage we complete each other, we complement each other, but it is not true that two halves become one. Two whole individuals that become one solid, unshakable entity. We must all embrace the fact that we were made in God's image, and that your inherent worth and value is unchanging, and it is complete. It is not something that you can work hard and gain more of, or it is dependent on your achievements. God already created you complete and whole. You must embrace this fact and be complete in yourself before you can think or start any relationship. If you're not complete in yourself and embrace this foundational truth, even if you fall in love and you marry, you will not be happy, because you're going to be a drain to the other person. You begin to think that that other person has the ability to complete you. You have nothing to offer. You are just like a parasite to that other person, and that is not good at all for any healthy relationship. When you go into a relationship without valuable and healthy self-esteem, you begin to think that the other person must meet all of your needs. You begin to have extraordinary expectation from the other person. This only weakens relationship. We all love to complement each other. Nobody wants to have a parasite. So the first rule and the most important rule is be complete in yourself. Know who you are. Have a life of yourself. Don't go about looking for what you cannot get from another person. It is only God that can be our all provider, not another person. It is God that can satisfy all our needs. Secondly, when you're not complete in yourself, you have not self-discovered your values and your feelings, you have not explored your feelings to know the things you want, your likes and dislikes, you are going to become dependent. A dependent person is usually a desperate person. A dependent person gains sense of significance through attachment to others. They don't feel good about themselves. They don't feel complete in themselves. It is only by being with another person that their sense of self-worth is experience. They are needy people. They want to become attached to you. This is not good for any relationship. The number 3 traits that you will find in an incomplete person, a person that has not self-discovered, a person that is not complete in himself, is the feeling of being desperate. A desperate person feels that there is an emergency to fill an emotional vacuum. Desperate person are in a hurry, and then they go for anything. This might also cause them to stick with anything, forgetting their values. When you know who you are and you know your values, there is something in you that you are expecting. There is something you expect from your mates. But when you don't know what you are looking for, when you find what you are looking for, how will you identify it? You need to complete yourself, to have a life of your own, to be a whole person so that you will be useful to the other person. If you are not whole, when you become desperate, and in the state of being desperate, you are looking for a partner, most likely you would stay even in an abusive relationship, because you think your life depends upon that person. You begin to accept things that you are not supposed to accept. You begin to endure even in a dating relationship. Marriage is supposed to be enjoyed, not endured. Don't fall in love in the mood of being desperate. Desperate people are dangerous people to fall in love with. Finally, depression and loneliness. For people that are not complete in themselves, people that have not taken time out to explore their feelings, to answer the basic question, who am I? Why do I want to go into a relationship? What are my expectations? You see, you are the most important person at this moment of your life. You want a relationship that will last your lifetime. You cannot afford to go into that relationship in a wrong way. You need to get it right. And getting it right is solely dependent on you. I'm not saying that we don't even make mistakes. It is good to go into a relationship with informed decision making mechanism. When you go into a relationship and you are informed, then the chances of getting it right is greatly increased. You cannot become desperate and lonely if you are informed. I want to tell you, my young girls, my young ladies, and even my young boys out there, you need to be complete in yourself. You need to know the why. Then you will ask the how. If you don't ask the why am I doing this? When you understand the why, the how will become easier for you. Why do I want to go into the relationship? After you answer the why, then you will go on to tackle how. How am I going to go about it? When you are not complete in yourself, like we have identified, you become desperate. Feeling of desperation will gradually usher in the feeling of depression and loneliness. And once that feeling of depression and loneliness creeps in, it will take you another time, because you begin to feel, nobody is good out there, they are this and they are that. You will stop seeing things in the light of truth. You will start having hazy and judging things by only your experience. You will not judge things aright. You will think everybody is against you. Depression is not the mood for any young person. So please, I recommend today, Take your personality assessment test if you have not. It is a good way to start. It is a good way to understand yourself. When you take my 15-minute assessment test, you will not only understand yourself, it is a tool that will help you throughout life, for your work experience, for your relationship, for good team building at work, your professional, your romantic, and personal relationship would be revealed to you. Until I come your way another time, remember, there is no point hurrying into a relationship without first completing yourself. Today, I am just out to tell you that work on yourself. Be the king that the queen is looking for. Be the queen that the king is looking for. Whatever you are looking for in your partner, be that thing first, and then it will be easy for you to attract what you are looking for. Until I come your way another time, see you soon. Bye. Remember to share, drop your comments. Like if you have not watched my video on dating tips, and before I say I do, before you say I do, click on it right after now. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. See you soon. Bye.